Okay, well, I don't even know where to start because it's kind of a different world for me. Fifth scale world, Traxxas X-Max XRT fifth scale world. Anyways, guys, this is for the guys that don't have Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you've probably already seen this, but if you don't have Facebook, check out this PSA by Chris Higa, the engineer, the designer at Losi. No bash, just letting you guys know. And anyways, I wanted to see if the cup fit. So come on in, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, well, let's just go ahead and get it out, guys. Chris Higa said that the diff screws are too long from the factory. He said that the factory accidentally put in 16 millimeter screws. Well, I guess the factory put 16 millimeter screws in the center diff case. I'm not sure what size, so we're gonna get it out of here. I'm gonna show you guys the actual stock diff case. Just gonna show you guys what it looks like. The manual says take off the 6 top screws out of the top plate. Well, since I'm following along with the picture, it should just, well, it looks like it says it just comes right up. So let's see, is it coming up? Not yet. What if I grab one of my oldest tools, my little handy bandy crowbar? Let's try to pry it up. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh. Up, there we go. Oh, there we go. There it is, guys. So that piece just pulls straight up. Well, I can already see a piece that I'm going to upgrade. But let's go ahead. It should be able to just pull this thing straight up and out. Now, hopefully mine doesn't have the wrong screws, but we're going to check it out. Come on. Oh, it's definitely a nice fit. Oh, there we go. By the way, guys, I'm going to be carrying these 58 tooth spur gears. I actually had them, but sold out already. All right, here we go. Turn this bad boy on its side. Come on, get out of there, guys. All right, so you kind of gotta turn this thing sideways and finagle it and wrestle it out, but these guys right here, these pieces, I'm gonna try to upgrade as soon as possible. And actually, I think if you go online, you can find these parts already. So let's see here. Let's take a look at this. This is a center diff, and the problem is, I think the problem is these screws are 16 millimeters, and they need to be swapped out to M4 by 12s. But check it out, guys. I have had this diff upgrade. I think it's front, center, and rear. I've had this upgrade, guys, in my toolbox spare parts bin for, well, probably 2 years now. So I had it for my 2.0 and I just never installed it. So now we're gonna totally eliminate the problem because I believe these ones are the ones that are too long. Check it out, guys. This is super nice, man. Like super quality and super beefy. Look how thick it is. But here's what I wanted to show you. Look at that. Look at that machine work right there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it where it says Taylor. You guys, that's absolutely beautiful. Okay, well, I think I got one of the ones that got the correct size. I got M4s on this side. I haven't done this side yet, but let's go ahead and crack it open. Let's see what's in there. Oh yeah, there's definitely some fluid in there. You can feel it. Look at that, guys. I've never ever opened up one of these diffs in my life, so this is a first for me. Look at how beefy those gears are. Look at that. But look how full it is. I'm not sure if it's full enough. I haven't looked at it. I'm just showing it to the camera. So, I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Does that look full enough? Okay, so to be fair, we're just going to put the sun gear back on because it holds quite a bit. We're just going to let this sit while I take an email. We're going to come back and we're going to see how much actual fluid is in the center diff. Okay, so I hopped on, did my email, made some coffee, came back, and guys, this thing is on point. Guys, whoever built these trucks, I am telling you, so far, on point, guys. The center diff is super important, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to dump it out. But yeah, we have it. thanks Chris Higa, I got all M4x12s. There you go, guys. We're going to go ahead and take her the rest of the way apart. I'll be right back. Holy cadiddle hoppers, guys. This thing is like... Oh, dude, this diff is super tight. These screws are like not coming out. Good job. Definitely good job. So I'm starting them, and I'm using this bad boy because, well, it's hurting my hand. It's probably gonna break my wrench. Don't do this because it's twisting my wrench actually. But hey, this is a good... These are my wrenches, guys. I sell these wrenches online on my website. These are P&W RC Madness Quick Tips. Ah, man, these things are tight. So tight. Tighter than a witch's butt crack. All right, yep, they're all M4x12s. Ah, goodness gracious, Lord. Man, you gotta have gorilla grip to get these things off of here. Oh man, I didn't, you know, guys, so I'm not being very smart right now. The best thing to do is just to heat up the case. That way it burns up all the Loctite. I didn't do that. So quick tip, before you, look at that, guys. Before you do that to your hands, just go ahead and burn up the Loctite, and it'll make it 10 times easier to get it apart. So there's only one thing I noticed. The outdrive is dry, and you see there's a, you see that gap right there? That gap is for grease. Now, not just any grease, you're gonna wanna use udder butter. Fill that up, and that's just gonna make sure, you know, that's just gonna be one less chance that it's gonna leak out. And then because it's exposed, just take some udder butter where the race of the bearing goes. That way when you put the steel to the aluminum, it's not gonna freeze up together. Got one outdrive in and the pin. Guys, it feels super nice, super smooth. Taylor RC, baby. Now because we're driving it on loose conditions, guys, and I really like the way it was stock, stock's 500K, I'm just gonna mix 1 million and 300K and, you know, just hope for the best. There it is. So the manual tells you guys some numbers, how full to make it. But I just think a good rule of thumb is don't put your diff fluid past the top of the bars. If you're any higher than that, it's going to risk it leaking out and just causing problems. So anyways, look at the quality of this case. While I was off camera, guys, I did weigh the case itself versus the stock case. Basically, just the case and the case with one side with screws in it. And this weighs the same. Here, let me show you. What up, guys? So this weighed the same as this with the screws in it, those steel screws in that steel bottom piece. So basically, we just eliminated the two piece and made it a solid one piece. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got the center diff back in place. And, well, I would try and show you, but you can't. There's really nothing to see. You can see a little sliver of the diff on the other side. It looks super nice, super shiny. Not that the Losi diff wasn't any good, but guys, the solid billet piece is definitely much more appealing than this. And then also this has 8 screws instead of 4 like the billet piece. Yeah, it was an easy choice for me, guys. Take it out, check the screws, and then, well, that's been kicking around for probably 2 years, guys. So 2 years or longer. Finally got to use it. Can't wait to test it out. Probably like 700,000 in the center diff, and we'll see how it does. Hopefully it's not too tight and it's still a little loose. So thanks for watching the channel, guys. Please do stay tuned. I got some more stuff coming for the Losi 5T 3.0. I'm working on a few things for it, so, well, only one thing right now, but anyways, guys, stay tuned for that, and I will catch you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, happy bashing.